Okay, well, I have to go, all right? Let's go.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming. My name is Mark Runacres. I'm Superintendent and the Bristol Police Commander. I'm here to provide a statement in relation to the incident that took place last night, and after that statement I'll be able to take a couple of questions from you. At around 11:20 p.m. last night, we received a report that 2 people had been stabbed in an attack carried out by a group of people on Ilminster Avenue. The first officer was on scene within minutes and did what they could to provide first aid before the boys were taken to hospital by the ambulance service. Tragically, neither survived their injuries. The boys' families were with them at hospital, and our thoughts are with them as they process these awful events. A murder inquiry has been launched by the Major Crime Investigation Team, and 2 people have already been arrested and are currently in police custody. The boys' families have been informed of the arrests, and we will continue to support them and update them on the investigation using our specially trained family liaison officers. A large cordon is in place on Ilminster Avenue whilst crime scene investigators examine the scene and other officers carry out inquiries, including house-to-house inquiries and the collection of any CCTV footage. There are a significant number of properties within the cordon. We would like to apologise for the disruption caused, but we hope people understand the importance of the work being carried out. I'd like to reassure people we will leave no stone unturned in our efforts to catch those responsible for this reprehensible attack and provide answers to the victims' families. We're in the early stages of our inquiry, but we've already identified a number of witnesses who we will be taking statements from. If there is anyone who has information who hasn't yet spoken to us, we'd urge them to contact us or Crime Stoppers anonymously as soon as possible. In the meantime, to provide reassurance to the community, the neighbourhood policing team will be carrying out increased patrols in the area. Should anyone have any particular concerns related to this incident, I'd encourage them to approach an officer. And I'll take any questions.
Superintendent, what can you say about the lead up to this incident? Any idea what was happening beforehand and why these boys may have been attacked?
Not at this stage, and that's still subject to the ongoing investigation, looking for that CCTV and accounts from people in the locality.
Can you say anything? There's obviously been a fair few stabbings in the area lately. Is there any suggestions, any link between any of them? Or?
That's not something we've established at this stage. Knife crime is a huge concern in Bristol as a large city, as it is elsewhere around the country, and we're determined to identify those responsible and also deal with the underlying causes that are causing people to carry knives on the streets.
Can you say at this point whether the attackers and the victims were known to each other?
We don't know that information at this stage.
Other than the 2 that were killed, were any other people stabbed or injured?
We've had no reports of any other stabbings having taken place at this time.
Is there a suggestion that this is it was a case of mistaken identity?
There's no information I'm able to provide in relation to that issue at this stage.
Do we know about that bus, that double-decker bus, how that's involved with the incident?
There was a bus that was nearby at the time, which we're keen to speak to people who were on the bus, just on its normal route, so part of the normal transport around the city at that time of the evening.
So do we know whether the involved people were on the bus or getting off the bus by any chance?
It's not believed that they were. There was a vehicle that was involved in the incident. We've recovered that vehicle, so we don't believe that there was a link directly to the bus.
How important is it that you can trace people that were on the bus that may be able to help?
That's one of our appeals, to speak to people who were on that bus to see if they can provide any information to us, see if they've seen anyone in the vicinity that can help us with our inquiries.
What's the impact on the community?
Significant, as you can see. An incident like this is horrific in nature, causes real distress and upset to all within the community, and we'll be working hard. I've spoken to the Mayor already today about what we can do in response to this to make sure that the local community are supported, as well as the families of those who have tragically lost their lives.
I've got a question, actually. 2 have been arrested. Are you looking for further suspects?
There are further suspects that are being sought amongst the group that we believe are responsible.
Do you have a message for the community?
I'd like to sympathise with the community for what they've suffered, the families at the heart of that. I'd like to appeal to them to support us in our investigations. I'm sure that information will be available to us from what people have seen and their Ring doorbell footage, for example, to support the police in the investigation, so we identify those responsible and bring them to justice.
You said you're seeking other suspects. Is that people you're actually hunting for, people you have names for?
I don't have that information at this stage, but there's certainly other suspects that were involved in the incident beyond the 2 that have been arrested so far.
And are you getting the help from people here that you need to identify exactly who was involved and what happened here?
We've had good support so far. There's some good opportunities from the information that's been made available to us from CCTV and witness accounts. I just urge people to continue to give us that information. That's what will be key to identifying and bringing those responsible to justice. Thank you all.
When you
Could
see
you give
an
your
attack like
rank
this
and
on
spell
two
your
young
name?
teenagers, when you see an attack like this on two young teenagers in your patch, what does it do to you? How does it make you
It makes
feel?
me feel deeply upset, frustrated that offences like this will take place anywhere. It's demoralising, but it makes me determined to support the community. It makes me determined to work with the team of police officers that we have committed to this, to identify those and bring them to justice.
Get rank, name and spelling, please, just for the...
Mark Runacres, that's M-A-R-K, and Runacres, R-U-N-A-C-R-E-S. I'm the superintendent and the Bristol commander.
Fantastic, thank you.
Okay.